What is up, Roger Report Nation? Get ready, because we are diving headfirst into the hottest stories shaking up the NFL. We've got Steelers legend Terry Bradshaw totally flipping his script on Aaron Rodgers, and you won't believe what he's saying now. Then, we're breaking down exactly how Aaron Rodgers dissected the New York Jets' defense on his very first touchdown pass. The film session is wild. Plus, are Aaron Rodgers Tuesdays on the Pat McAfee Show officially a thing of the past? We've got the inside scoop. And finally, did Aaron Rodgers prove he still has all the magic left in his arm with that incredible performance for the Steelers? We're breaking it all down, so stick around, hit that like button, and subscribe so you don't miss a single second of the action. Let's go. Steelers legend Terry Bradshaw has had a complete 180 on his stance regarding Aaron Rodgers joining the Pittsburgh Steelers. Back in May, Bradshaw was highly critical of Rodgers' situation, calling it a joke and suggesting he stay in California. He questioned the idea of bringing Rodgers in for just 1 year, expressing strong skepticism about the move. However, after Rodgers' impressive 4-touchdown performance in the Steelers' season-opening win against the New York Jets, Bradshaw has publicly acknowledged his change of heart. He stated, "Looks like it was a good move for Pittsburgh," praising Rodgers' play and movement on the field. Rodgers himself had previously responded to Bradshaw's initial criticism, suggesting Bradshaw didn't know him personally and that he respected the legends who laid the foundation for the game. Bradshaw's revised opinion now suggests a potential thawing of relations and an acknowledgement of Rodgers' impact on the field. But is this the end of the Aaron Rodgers drama? Not by a long shot. Next, we're going deep into the film room to dissect Aaron Rodgers' first touchdown pass against the New York Jets. The New York Jets' defense struggled mightily against the Pittsburgh Steelers' offense, particularly in the passing game, leading to a detailed film breakdown of Aaron Rodgers' first touchdown pass. The Jets' offensive line and run defense earned high marks, but Aaron Glenn's pass defense was exposed. Rodgers, aided by offensive coordinator Arthur Smith, consistently exploited the Jets' defensive tendencies, making it difficult for them to adapt. Specifically, the breakdown focuses on a play-action pass where Rodgers identified a defensive weakness. The Steelers utilized motion to create a matchup advantage, and Rodgers executed a perfect throw to Ben Skowronek for the touchdown. The analysis highlights confusion in the Jets' secondary, with multiple players potentially at fault for the coverage breakdown, including Michael Carter II, Andre Cisco, and Quincy Williams. The audience reaction is a mix of frustration from Jets fans and admiration for Rodgers' precision and the Steelers' offensive strategy. Analysts are pointing out the defensive scheme's inability to adapt to Rodgers' pre-snap reads and execution. This breakdown shows how Rodgers exploited the Jets, but what about his weekly media appearances? We're diving into whether Aaron Rodgers Tuesdays on the Pat McAfee Show are officially over. The highly anticipated weekly Aaron Rodgers Tuesdays segment on the Pat McAfee Show appears to be a thing of the past, marking the end of a signature show feature. Rodgers, who joined the show regularly since 2020, had hinted at the possibility of these appearances ending during training camp. When asked by McAfee, Rodgers deferred to Steelers communications director Burt Lawton, and general manager Omar Khan echoed the sentiment, suggesting the team had reservations. These weekly interviews became a major platform, raising the profile of the Pat McAfee Show and offering a unique glimpse into Rodgers' personality. However, they were also mired in controversy, including comments about Jimmy Kimmel, misinformation regarding FEMA, and a feud with ESPN analyst Ryan Clark. The fact that McAfee paid Rodgers for these appearances also drew criticism. Fans and analysts are speculating that the appearances became a source of tension for both Rodgers and the Jets organization. And it seems the Steelers were also not keen on continuing the tradition, especially in what is expected to be Rodgers' final NFL season. With Rodgers' media schedule shifting, the focus now turns to his performance on the field. Did Aaron Rodgers prove he still got it in his debut for the Steelers? Aaron Rodgers demonstrated he still possesses elite quarterbacking skills in his debut performance for the Pittsburgh Steelers against the New York Jets. Despite being the NFL's oldest active quarterback, Rodgers delivered a compelling performance, showcasing his ability to sling it and lead the team effectively. The game highlighted his veteran presence and playmaking capabilities, silencing some doubts about his current level of play. The details of his performance, including a 4-touchdown effort, underscore his continued impact. This showing suggests that a change of scenery and a fresh start have revitalized his game, proving he has plenty left to offer the Steelers organization. The public and media reaction has been largely positive, with many analysts impressed by his resilience and effectiveness. This performance is seen as a significant validation of the Steelers' decision to bring him aboard, especially after a tumultuous period with his former team. Rodgers' performance was a strong indicator, but what does it all mean for the Steelers' season? We'll recap all the biggest stories and give you the full rundown in our lightning round outro. What a show, Rodger Report fam. We saw Terry Bradshaw completely flip his tune on Aaron Rodgers joining the Steelers. We broke down the film on Aaron Rodgers' first touchdown against the New York Jets defense, showing exactly how he picked them apart. We explored the end of Aaron Rodgers Tuesdays on the Pat McAfee Show, and it looks like those days are over. And we saw Aaron Rodgers prove he still has plenty left in the tank with a stellar performance for the Steelers. Don't forget to smash that like button if you enjoyed this episode, subscribe to the Rodger Report for all your NFL news, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. Also, follow us on all social media platforms to keep the conversation going. We'll see you next time.